Does your website look perfect in the editor but breaks on different screen sizes? In this video, I will show you how to use Gridline properly in Wix editor so your content stays clean, aligned and visible on every device. Gridlines are one of the most underrated tools in Wix editor. Once you understand how they work, designing becomes easier, faster and far more professional. So let's jump straight in. So what are grid lines in Wix? When you are working inside the editor, you will notice some dotted vertical lines on your page. These are called grid lines. They act as visual guide that help you align elements properly, keep content inside safe viewing areas, make sure your design looks good on all screen sizes. Grid lines are only visible in the editor. Your visitor will never see them on the live website. So why grid lines matter? If your content goes out the grid lines, it may get cut off on the smaller screen. It may look misaligned on the different devices. Staying within the grid lines ensure your layout is responsive, clean and professional. How to turn on and off grid lines? First you have to open up your Wix editor and then click on this tools option from the top bar, and here you just have to check the box to turn them on and uncheck the box to turn them off. You can disable or enable them anytime based on your workflow. Now this is very important. When you use columns inside a section, these columns have their own grid lines. These grid lines are different from the main editor grid lines. Control how far you can place content inside that column. Column grid lines override editor grid lines. That means you can move content beyond the main grid lines as long as you stay inside the columns grid. This gives you more flexibility while still keeping your layout responsive. Why this is useful? Using grid lines column properly allows you to create advanced layouts, align text and images perfectly, design freely without breaking responsiveness. This is especially useful for feature sections, pricing layouts and multi-column designs. For the best result, you can use the editor grid lines for overall layout safety, and then you can use the columns grid line for detailed design control. Together they can help you build design that look great on desktop, tablet, mobile. How you can use the grid lines effectively in Wix editor. If this tutorial helped you, hit the like button, subscribe for more simple Wix tutorials. Thanks for watching.